Hey, Decay headed your way. Oh, we finally get reliving our biggest, largest, first city ever explored video.
That's right, Burt. We made our way to Detroit, Michigan, thinking that we were gonna just see the outsides of Michigan Central Station. We heard there was ways to get in, and we kind of teased around with the idea of getting in there. But man, we didn't even start simple. We just went straight to the big guns.
Hey, Tom, you always give me the history. Can I give a little history?
Yeah, sure. Tell me about Michigan Central Station.
Hey guys, this is Michigan Central Station, and this was built around 1912, right around when Titanic sank. And this was built in Detroit because there was a lot of commerce. It was still mostly train transportation back then. Cars had been built, but the Model T had just got going good. The Henry Ford. So it's located right outside of, not really downtown Detroit. I think that's probably about 6-7 miles outside.
Yeah,
of
it took us a little while to get out to the outside.
It began as a main passenger depot in 1913, and it was right. It's near the river, and to get to the end, the growing trend of automobiles really was a major concern, and eventually, after World War One, that was the peak of the rail, and by 1940s there was more than about 4,000 passengers a day.
That's crazy.
And peak now, the reason the train station was so big is because up in the top floors was the office towers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there was famous presidents who would go through there. I think it was Hoover, Truman, and Roosevelt. Even the inventor Thomas Edison went through there. But
wow,
like I said, things were looking up when Henry Ford began to buy land near the station in the 20s, and the Great Depression hit us, and then even during World War II, the station was used for by military use. But I don't want to bore you through that. Well, let's go ahead and watch the video.
Yeah, we can talk about more history as we go along. We're going to go ahead and start this video right now. And we basically, Janine and Burt and I'm Tom. We all arrived here. We drove up to. I think this might have been our preliminary drive. Oh, you can see.
And that's funny. You looked over at Roosevelt Warehouse. I remember you guys saying, "Oh, that's too small. We don't want to do that." Oh,
you're filming me and Janine. We're out front. And here's something. See, you guys see these cranes right here? We actually had no idea. I really had no idea.
That was from the movie Transformers.
They were actually had already wrapped up filming Transformers 2, I'm pretty sure. And they used, if you guys ever watched Transformers 2, they have a big scene.
Part 2?
Yeah.
Or Part 1? I thought it was Part 1.
It might have been Part 1. Well, they filmed inside the big giant area, which we'll show you later in the video.
There you are.
There I am.
And that's the elevator shaft.
But yeah, they use this as a site for Transformers 2, the film. So it's cool to see that and play it back.
Isn't it interesting that we wanted to go all the way to Detroit, but we didn't care about filming? We didn't. I just happened to say, "Hey, I got my phone. You want me to record
it?" Yeah.
And you said, "What'd you say?"
I said, it'd be cool. We can kind of do like little pieces here or there.
But you didn't. You wasn't technology savvy. You didn't know how to use YouTube.
I had to rely on Burt to film everything.
And I wasn't planning on putting it on YouTube.
No, yeah, me either. Hey, it'd be cool just to have it down the line. Now this right here, we're looking at the elevator.
Yeah,
you can see.
This is like 10 to 12 floors, right?
Yeah, this thing was huge. We went all the way to the top too.
This is our first place.
See, that was where we came in.
I was worried about gangs
and thugs. This is right where they filmed Transformers. This is actually the Great Hall. So many people a day would walk through here, trying to catch their transportation for the day. So this was.
Hey Tom, don't burp while we on video.
So a lot of people came through here, use this as transportation.
This is where you did the ticket. Ticket, please. Ticket with Janine.
Yeah.
You can see that. We have a separate clip. If you type in Decay Head Your Way, ticket, please.
That's right. We actually, Man, when we made it to that that big open area, I mean, you did the wowest of wows, Burt. You did wow.
Oh man,
You were
I just
wowing
couldn't
for
believe
days.
I was there.
You were wowing for
Man,
days.
you didn't know how to wear a bandana back then.
I know. Listen. I used to do my thing. I used to always wear bandanas.
And my man bag, your man bag looked so new back
It
then.
was
So
brand new.
wore out.
I just won it from the tennis tournament. Didn't that? Yeah. So, I think that's what I told you one day. I can't remember. Sometimes I can't remember things.
Sometimes it's hard to remember, ain't it?
Yep. Exactly. I like what you did there. Yeah, guys. This is before we had fancy lights and fancy attachments to. We got the headlamps, but
And big heads.
big heads. Yeah, it's before we had all these cool little intricate devices to help us see. So,
And guys, I was off for the summer. I mean, I had a summer job, but I could take off whenever I wanted to. I was in between school sessions, and I lived beside Tom, and we just play video games, talk about movies and stuff. And he just asked me, did I want to go? And I was like, well, I had 4 days of nothing. And I said, yeah, why not? I mean,
That's looking out onto the yeah. This is as we're making
yeah.
our way up.
Now, you know what? I'm not worried here, but I'm like, I keep asking myself the whole time, I'm really here. I'm really here. I cannot believe I'm really here.
Yeah,
What were you thinking?
I was thinking the same thing. I was probably thinking, oh, is there a thug around this corner or that corner?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was thinking, oh, look, I got this pipe just in case. I mean, we were really worried. We thought we definitely would run into homeless people. I remember before we even left to go on this trip, you and I sat down and we sat there and talked about if we encounter homeless people or thugs or people that want to jack us, what we would do.
Right. And back then, now we know different. We know homeless people now are weak and they just want to be left alone. But we synonymously put homeless people and bad people together, like thugs and stuff.
Yeah, we just wrapped them together.
But now we know homeless people just want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Let's stay on drugs or something.
Yeah, then they're just kind of crazy.
Janine's kind of close to the edge there.
I think she was worried about falling through. Now we had made it to the top floor, and this is the final floor, I think, to get close to the roof.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the roof.
And Tom, you was always good about going first, but you didn't want to. You just felt like you planned all this, so you need to be the one get hurt if anybody. And
Exactly.
I appreciate it, Tom.
Well, I had to take the lead on these because I felt responsible for you guys. I drug you into this mess, so I figure it's only fair to go first. So if I got hit in the neck and knocked out, you guys had a chance to run away.
Sometimes I felt like a third wheel because when you and Janine sometimes. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Now here we go. Oh, made it
roof.
to the roof.
And guys, Tom ducked. Tom started duck. Look, he looked behind me.
He said, "Get down."
And I was ducking. Then I looked behind, and he wasn't ducking anymore.
So then he stood up.
I couldn't believe we was on the
Look
top,
at that.
man.
We had made it to the top.
And I had a camera too. I had to focus on using the camera. And look, I could have fell in a hole in the wall.
I know if we weren't even looking. I said that's where I could have fallen. That's what you said. Basically, we were worried. We said, man, we don't want to be up here too long because, who knows if someone flew by in a helicopter or
flew by. I mean, people walking.
just flew by.
But see, guys, one thing about Detroit is all the people on the ground. They're just so poor that they worry about their own needs, self-interest. They don't care about us.
Yeah, and we didn't have to worry about it. We went during the summer, so we were wearing long sleeves and stuff, so it was in the morning, so it was a little bit chilly. But
Was it chilly?
It might have been just a little bit. But we were in Detroit, so it was a little colder.
Yeah, so this was like June.
Yeah, it was June, mid-June. We weren't even worried about homeless people.
June 10th, something like that.
Yeah, we were usually worried about homeless people squatting because, when it's cold, they want to be inside a place where it's warm.
And there you are. You still got that shirt. You said you always going to keep that shirt and blue jeans as remembrance.
As remembrance of it, yeah. That's where they have all the, I guess it's after we're done.
You got all your Christian stuff on, man. You really was scared, wasn't you?
No, look at me. I had the cross and the cross, the double cross.
I remember saying that you wanted to look kind of homeless and bummy in Detroit. I guess this was before.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember I told you, I said we need to do that. We need to play the part so that people don't think we're suspicious. You wouldn't want to walk into an abandonment in your best dressed suit and tie. That'd be a bad decision.
I don't know. We may have to do something in the near future like that.
That's something I won't do. Now look how many
that's
floors.
my line.
Look how many floors it is. That's a lot. That was a pretty good abandonment. I mean, this is the first one. It was probably one of the biggest we've ever done.
And yeah, and
I'd love to go back.
You didn't want to do this. Janine and I is the one that says, "Hey, let's do this first." And finally, you had to say, "Okay, hey, that's the consensus of the team. Let's go."
Yeah. Now, quick things I just want to point out. This building is 500,000 square feet. I mean, you imagine that's a lot. That's a big abandonment.
But that's not bigger than Crowell Collier.
No.
Guys, you need to look at that.
And it finally was added to the National Historic Places Registry in 1975. So I mean, they obviously care about this place. A lot of
What's
people.
the future looking like for it?
Well, it's not good. I mean, they use a lot of they use the stuff for backdrops for movies and TV shows. Looks like some of the things that they thought about they were going to do, they were going to probably turn it into a trade processing center, a convention center, and casino. That'd be kind of cool. A Detroit police headquarters they've even thought about. Even a Michigan State police.
So there's
headquarters.
not asbestos in this building.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Now, what's the very last update here? June 28th. Now we was out there June 6th. Partial asbestos abatement on the full began.
So they got rid of asbestos in 2011.
That may be what they was doing.
Maybe, because we went in 2011. June 28th.
No, we was there in June 6th, 2011.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were there. Okay. So the latest we know is in June 28th, 2012. They had people in there working in the main lobby.
There was asbestos in there. Look.
Yeah.
Abatement. Abatement. What's that? I guess mean?
Abatement is just getting rid of it. So basically, Michigan Central State Preservation Society has I guess kind of been going in there and cleaning it up.
I think we talked too long.
We're just giving the history. I feel like it's important to these guys see this. It's gonna be a long video. They're gonna be looking at a blank screen for a while, but this is a good one.
All right, Decay,
we appreciate it, and Decay always comes your way.
You come with Tom, you come with me. We'll have a good time. Come on.